Excellent. Rightio. Well, let's get started. Sorry guys for the stop-start. So before we get started, I will let you know the investment for a TM6 and what is included. So there are lots of different payment options, and I will go through those towards the end of the demonstration tonight. The Thermomix is $2,579. At the moment, we do have some really good special offers. So I'll just run through the two special offers that we've got at the moment. So at the moment, you can add a $29 second bowl to your TM6 purchase, which I know the girls that have already got a TM6 that are online will know how much a second bowl is very, very handy. And if you don't have one of those, put it on your wish list, maybe for Christmas or something like that, because a second bowl is very, very handy with your Thermomix. And as we were saying before, you can at the moment trade in your TM5. So the second special deal is the TM5 trade-in, which means that the cost of the Thermomix comes down to $2,279. You get a free second bowl blade and lid, and you actually send your TM5 back to be ethically recycled by Thermomix. So that's a good thing to do if you're ready to upgrade your TM5 to the TM6. So like I was saying, we are going to do the teriyaki chicken tonight, and I'm just going to quickly show you when I say that I have told the Thermomix what we're having for dinner tonight. That might be a little bit of a, might sound a little bit weird that I've told it what we're having for dinner, but basically I've gone in and I've looked at for the recipe on our COOKIDOO platform, and I will explain COOKIDOO a little bit later in the demo as well. But I've gone into COOKIDOO and I've put the teriyaki chicken as our dish that we're going to have tonight, and I've saved it in my week. So this is where I can do a meal plan, and I can also then, from my meal plan, I can create a shopping list as well. So if we have a look at the screen, thanks Shane. I forgot to mention that we have got Shane on the camera tonight as well, thank you darling. I've got three little lines here. If I just press those, my little menu opens up and I go into my week. And when my week opens, it will actually have the chicken teriyaki recipe there. And the only other thing that I've planned this week is on Thursday, I'm having beef stroganoff. So that's my whole meal plan at the moment, because I'm going away on Friday. So the cooking today, I'm making the chicken teriyaki. So I just press that recipe, and now I've got the chicken teriyaki recipe step by step on my screen, ready for me to cook. So I'm just going to hit start cooking. And as you can see there, the instructions just come up on the screen. I've got integrated scales in there. So you might have seen me press the tear button there, because when I took the lid off, we went into a minus. So the girls that are just new to their Thermomix, just make sure that when you are about to put an ingredient in, you always go back to that 0 so that you're weighing obviously the correct amount in to your Thermomix as well. Rightio. So my scales have opened up. I'm going to grab my little tray of goodies here, and I'm going to pop some oil in. So we're not measuring this out, we're just pouring it in and letting the scales measure that. So just 10 grams of oil, a little bit extra is okay. And then we're going to put in our chicken. It's over here. And now this is just where am I going here, Shane? I've got all these windows. It's just 2 thigh fillets, and I've just chopped it up into like bite-sized pieces. It's probably a little bit over, because it was a little bit over and then I just trimmed a bit of fat off, but it's a little bit extra, but that's okay. Again, with the Thermomix, you're in control of what you're making. So if you needed to substitute, if you didn't want to do olive oil, you could do whatever oil you wanted to do, or whatever as well. So now we've got the high heat. I'm going to give that a spin. And if we have a look in here, Shane, oh, you're already there, good job. That's just now moving my chicken around, and then with our high heat setting, it actually stops. See how that's now stopped? And it lets that base get really hot, just like if you were cooking on a pan and then giving it a shake and then leaving it and then giving it a shake. That's pretty much what that's emulating there, except I'm completely hands-free and I can now go and do something else, which means I'll be saving time because the Thermomix will be cooking for me. And can you hear that? Let's see if we can hear it tonight. Can you hear that? That is sizzling. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Give me a yes, you can hear it. Oh, look, I've got thumbs up. Excellent. So that is sizzling already. Okay, so we're only, I don't know, not even a minute in and that chicken is sizzling. But like I said, I could walk away, not like if I had that chicken sizzling on the stove. Okay, so that's where our time saving and all that kind of comes in as well. So the other cool thing is with this recipe, this is a really good quick weeknight dinner recipe, the chicken teriyaki. And this gives you 4 minutes, right? And in 4 minutes, you can prep your next step, okay? So you can just chop your capsicum up, chop some carrot up, break up your broccoli, your handful of snow peas and some onion, because that's going to be the rest of our dish, okay? And whilst that is cooking, that's what you can be doing. So you don't have to be all set up how I am, putting all the pre-weighed. We definitely, if you were at home, we wouldn't be dirtying these bowls. We would be just chopping it up and leaving it on the board and chucking it straight in, okay? Now, can you just read that comment to me, Shane? Because I can't actually see a thing tonight. My eyes are deteriorating every month.
Welcome in, Kerwin.
Oh, Kerwin is here. Excellent. Welcome, Kerwin. Hi. And what about the one above that? Nothing that I need to worry about? No? Okay.
Just saying, put your comments in the
Oh, put your comments in the chat. Okay, sorry. I literally do these every month and I feel like my eyes are deteriorating monthly to now I can't even see the writing. I'm going to have to start wearing my glasses whilst I do our live cooking. Anyway, if anybody wants to ask a question or anything like that, do pop it in the chat. Shane will read it to me. And I hope that either myself or Mel will be able to give you an answer as well. Rightio. So now quickly, whilst that is cooking, let's have a quick look at COOKIDOO. Shane, I know I've talked a little bit about COOKIDOO, but let's have a little look at what COOKIDOO is. So the girls have already got their Thermomix. Hopefully you already know all about cookidoo.com.au. This is like our Bible. It's like our place where all of the TM6 recipes live, and it is there for you to explore. Mel and I actually every single month do a COOKIDOO lesson where you can come along to Zoom. We're actually just sitting at our desks. There's no cooking. We're sitting at our desks and we're talking about COOKIDOO recipes. We're sharing our favourites. We're sharing how we do meal planning and the shopping list and all that kind of stuff. So this is your one-stop shop for all your Thermomix recipes. When you get your TM6, you get 6 months for free with COOKIDOO, and then after that it's just $69 a year. So I had a husband here on the weekend who, when I was telling him about COOKIDOO, he actually said that being able to do a meal plan and be able to get that then to go to Woolworths is worth $69 a month. And I was like, no, it's just a year. So he could definitely see the value in that part of COOKIDOO as well. So as it says on the screen there, you can search by category or collection or your favorites, or just one ingredient. So you even can, pop in like what you've got in the fridge and it will come up with a recipe that might be able to be cooked with the ingredients that you have, which is a really good way, the day before you go shopping and stuff like that. Here is a little picture of a little sample meal plan that I did. So that's what it kind of looks like on the screen when you've popped in your recipes that you're going to cook for the week. And then we also do have the app on your phone. So you're actually taking your recipes to the shops with you, essentially, because you can even search when you're at Woolworths and you come along, I don't know, something on special or whatever, you can type it in. And now COOKIDOO 3.0 actually gives us the benefit of being able to add our own recipes into COOKIDOO. So we can either tweak COOKIDOO recipes, like ones that are already in COOKIDOO, or we can come up with our very own recipes. We could convert grandma's scones or, you know, something like that to COOKIDOO and having our own recipes step by step on the screen. And that is a little ad for our COOKIDOO session, which is our last one. So you did miss the 11th of October one, and I didn't update the screen, sorry. But the next one, Mel will be able to type in the chat when the next one is, because she'll know and I don't know. It's when I get back. It's early next month. Isn't it, Mel?
It
Right.
is early next month.
It's early next month. There you go.
It's
Rightio.
the 8th of November.
Thank you, Mel. I knew you'd know.
Would you like to repeat that?
Sorry?
8th of November?
8th of November. Lovely. Rightio. So now I'm grabbing out my chicken. And you might note, for those that are going to make this dish, is that I'm just grabbing out the chicken with the tongs because I'm leaving that oil and that chicken juice in there. And that's going to help me sort of essentially steam my veggies as well. So I'm just going to pop them into my thermoserver. Now, if you don't have a thermoserver, speak to your consultant about getting one of those, and I will explain how you can get one of those a little bit later as well. I'm going to give the base a little bit of a scrape here. But if you don't have a thermoserver, you definitely need to get one of those in your life, because lots of our Thermomix recipes say, now pop your chicken in the thermoserver or whatever else.
Question in the chat.
Yes, Shane, question in the chat.
If you make your own recipe, will it be private or public?
It will be private to you, but you are giving essentially the rights of it to Thermomix. So if they think it's fabulous, they may put it in a cookbook. This hasn't happened, but it is in the fine print. I hope that answers the story, but no one else can see your recipes at the moment. We would like it soon, hopefully, to be that you can actually share your recipes with friends and stuff like that, but that's not here yet either.
You can share it through Recipe Community.
Oh yes, of course, yeah. If you want to share and you want it to be public, you can upload your recipe to Recipe Community, then everyone can see it and anyone can import that then to their Thermomix as well. I'm going in with some eschalot, which looks a lot like an onion tonight because Shane didn't get eschalots when he went shopping. Some capsicum, and as you can see, I did a whole capsicum, so that's double the capsicum that we're supposed to have, but you know, a little bit extra is okay. Some carrot, and some snow peas, and some broccoli. And you might notice the order that those went in, because that's how we want to cook them as well. So a little bit more oil. And we're going to put our lid on and start our high heat. So now we're going to cook the veggies in there. Like I said, we've got the little bit of chicken juice, so that's going to be sort of steaming that broccoli and all of that. And we've got our high heat that's going to be sizzling our onions on the bottom, so that's going to be good. Mel, I am not throwing Shane under the bus, I'm just saying that I asked him to buy an eschalot and he bought a bunch of spring onions. So if anybody knows what to do with a bunch of spring onions between now and Friday when we go away, I'd love to hear the recipe. Actually, I should type it in COOKIDOO because I have a bunch of spring onions. So there you go.
You can actually freeze them.
Oh, you can freeze them. Okay, great. I'll freeze them for my herb and garlic dip, which was the thing that I was going to make as well, Mel, but I realised that I had lent out my other black Thermomix. So I was going to have a black Thermomix sitting here and do something in it as well. But then I realised it's not in my kitchen at the moment. So anyway, that's okay. Radio. Make sure you're asking questions in the chat, girls. I'd love to hear your questions in the chat, okay? Because otherwise it's just us chatting about Thermomix. Now, payment options. Let's do payment options, Shane. He loves it when I give him no notice. Radio. Are you laughing at me, Mel?
No.
No? Excellent. Rightio. So the Thermomix is $2,579, which we already knew about that. Sorry? Oh, I'm unstable. Am I? Can you hear me?
I don't know if it's you or me, but you did cut out for me.
Oh.
But I do have a question in the chat, which is from Maylin, and Maylin's really interested in the difference between the 5 and the 6.
Yeah, okay.
So,
yeah, okay. I will hop off and I will keep going here, and then I will talk about the differences between the 5 and 6 for you, Maylin. Radio, can everyone hear me now? Yeah? Yes? Okay.
we can.
Okay, excellent. Sorry,
and Kerwin just was mentioning about the sizzling. She doesn't remember hearing that in her TM5.
No, well that's right. Hang on a sec, Shane. I can't see anybody, so okay, there we go. I'm back. Okay, well I'll talk about the differences. So Kerwin definitely is spot on about not ever being able to hear sizzling in the TM5. So when we went from TM5 to TM6, we actually got about 40 or 50 degrees hotter. So both the times that I've been cooking here, I've been on high heat mode. The TM5 does not have that. So the benefit of that is that we are now being able to brown chicken in 4 minutes, like what we just did there. And also, you know, our caramelized onions. In our TM5, when we did our onions, we sort of sweated them. And, you know, they went translucent, but they never went brown. So now we can actually do caramelized onions. There's beautiful high heat recipes like the teriyaki chicken that we're having now that's actually got your brown meats in it. There's quite a few recipes with the high heat that is for beef. So your beef in the high heat mode only takes a couple of minutes and it's sizzling and it is brown. Obviously the other the feature that stands out the most is the bigger screen on the TM5. So this is, on the TM6. This is the TM5 behind me with the smaller screen. And obviously we've got now a nice big screen, so it's a lot more user friendly than the TM5. And we've also got our scales are now in 1 gram increments. So if we're thinking about doing really technical dishes where it really matters, not the a little bit over's okay type of dish, but the ones where it really matters, that we're getting really specific with combinations of ingredients and stuff like that, we've got 1 gram increments as well. Another thing with the high heat mode is that we can do our sugar stage, which is our lollipops and our caramels and all that kind of stuff that uses that really high heat as well.
Pavlova. Is that pavlova? Does that
pavlova? You can actually do a pavlova in a 5, actually. Can't you, Mel? I'm just checking with my expert. Sorry?
Yeah, no, pavlova is available in all models with Thermomix.
So
what I might suggest, Gemma, is continue with the cooking. At the end, I'll run through a modes, functions and features part from what I've got on COOKIDOO, and I'll record it so we can add it to the basic back of it. Okay?
Okay, no worries. I was going to say, as soon as I get this out to you, I'll show you the mode. So the other part is the whole mode screen, which I can show you once we get this out as well. Okay. We are grabbing out our veggies now, so they're all done. Look at those. Don't know if you can see those very well, but anyway, we're chucking our veggies in here with our meat. And we're not washing our bowl in between, which is I love if we see a stage that says do not wash the bowl. But that basically, veggies took 5 minutes, meat took 4 minutes, so that is a really quick one. And now we're going to make our sauce. So we're going to grab our other tray. And we're going to pop in our ginger. So just a knob of ginger. some garlic. We're going to blitz that up. For 8 seconds. We'll have a look at that. There we go, so that's our garlic and our ginger all blitzed up.
Please make it happen.
And tamari. Are we having technical issues again, Shane?
You have 3 children running the internet.
Oh. Okay, some soy sauce and some honey. There we go, rightio. Just gonna wipe my hands because I'm all sticky. And some corn flour. Now, a little tip for the guys that have already got a Thermomix is that we can just put our corn flour beside our blades. So 2 teaspoons, so 1 there beside the blade and 1 here beside the blade, because if we drop it on the middle, sometimes we can have a little clump of corn flour that doesn't get incorporated. And some water. As you can see, doesn't have to be exact measurements. Okay, and we're going to put our simmering basket on top whilst that goes as well. So this is your other little part of the Thermomix. A lot of the time, your simmering basket is actually inside the bowl. So when you're cooking boiled rice or anything that you don't want to touch the blades, often that is inside the bowl, but tonight we're just using that as a cover, and we're going to cook that now for 3 minutes, and that sauce is going to be then cooked for our chicken stir fry. There we go. And just pop any questions in the chat and Shane will answer them for me. But while that's cooking, I'll just do the payment options and then we'll go back to the modes. We'll try again. Hopefully our internet stays with us and doesn't cut out while I'm doing this. So as I was saying, there are lots of different payment options available. $2,579 is the price of the TM6 at the moment, depending if you're doing trade up or not. We've got obviously a different price for our trade up people. The best way to get a Thermomix is to become a consultant and earn your Thermomix, which Kerwin actually signed up today to do, so she definitely thinks that's the best option. And you can see on the screen at the moment we've got 2 special offers around joining the team. We've got a half price business kit, so our business kit's normally $150 and it's reduced down to $75, and you only need $420 to start to earn your Thermomix if you don't have a Thermomix as well.
And how cool, today I actually paid it in Afterpay, so I didn't have to pay it anything upfront.
Yes, excellent. Oh, well, that's even better. And yes, Gabrielle, the basket is loose on the top, yeah. So just come back to me, Shane. It's just sitting there, basically just so that nothing splashes out. It's steaming away there. You probably can't see the steam, but it's steaming away there, and it's just on there as a cover, just so nothing splatters out. Back to the payment options. I'll tell you, the payment options are taking me a while tonight, aren't they? We also have got, if Afterpay is not for you, we also do Zip Pay, which means that you can pay your Thermomix off over 36 months at the moment. So that's a limited time offer. 36 months, interest-free, $18.84 a week. We can show you how you can save $18.84 a week in your groceries by getting a Thermomix as well. What else have we got, Shane? Easy 3. It's just the $1,029 deposit, and then you pay $800 the next month and $800 the month after. So that's a good option for people if they want to do it in 3 payments rather than just 1 payment. And that's all. Is it? Yes. Excellent. Rightio. We're still not quite finished. We've only got 19 seconds, and then I'll get Shane to come over to the screen and I'll be able to show Malin all of the modes that you will be missing from your TM5. 7 seconds. And then our dinner's cooked, or my dinner. The kids and Shane have had their dinner, but this is my dinner tonight. Rightio. So yeah, so that would actually, you know, you can see that that's just got a bit of steam on it. You could just give it a wipe and it'd be right. This is our delicious sauce. Look at that. Oh, it smells so good. You can't really see. Wait till I pour it on. Let me scrape the lid. This is the most delicious sauce. Rightio. Now I'm just going to pour all that over my chicken and veg. The ladies who already got a Thermomix, have you had this chicken teriyaki? I'm guessing if you've spoken to Mel about what to cook, you probably would have, because this is one of Mel's go-to favourites. She got me hooked on this one years ago. Right, now I'm just giving that a stir, bringing the chicken and incorporating the chicken and the veggies together. And there we go, we're done. Oh, delicious. Rightio. Can you see that? Oh, I only got your TM6 today, Lorraine. Wow. Excellent. Oh, I haven't done host rewards. Rightio. Well, I'll quickly do the modes first.
Mel's going to do the modes.
Sorry?
Mel's going to do the modes.
Oh, okay, excellent. Right, well, I'll quickly do host rewards then. So, inviting people to come along to either a demonstration with your consultant face-to-face. I know someone online has got one already booked with Mel. You can earn host rewards, but you can also bring your friends to our online events as well. So just by inviting 2 people along to one of our nights like tonight, you can earn yourself host rewards. So like I was saying, everybody needs a thermo server. Round thermo server is my go-to. Everybody should get one of those. And then you can collect along the way the other ones as you choose. So you get it for free if one of your friends decides to buy, and you get it discounted if no one decides to buy, they just come along. So can we pin Mel?
Yep.
Is she going to